and when they messed up and when they were in the military and why they got to be two steps behind who and oh
Hmm. Wow. Yeah. I know. Like my sister, she was obsessed with that, but it was more off of that Disney type stuff, though. You know.
yeah.
But yeah, y'all, what's up? We here. Mr. Lewis, MG the Great, Blerdification Station. Without further ado, let's get to the intro.
Let's go.
The Candid Corner presents the Blerdification Station with your hosts, Coach Bob, Mr. Lewis, and MG the Great. Welcome. What's good, y'all? Hope y'all had a great week. We back with a brand new episode. What's good with you, MG? How you been, brother?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling, man. Just a little bit under the weather, but I'm good. I'm back.
I feel you. Yeah, this weather change has been messing with my allergies and whatnot too.
Uh, talk about it. It's like the best meme I seen. The weather drop like it saw a trooper.
I saw one the other day that said, what did it say? Summer really did clock out on time and leave, didn't it? But yeah, real talk. Like this time last week, I was sweating. I had on shorts and a tank top with a sweat towel. This week, nah, I had to close the windows. I got on sweatpants and the whole nine.
Yeah, this week I was searching out that one window that was left open. Like, where you at? I feel you. I feel you so much right now.
Yeah, word. It is definitely an East Coast autumn this year. Um, but yeah, y'all, this is what we here. Another brand new episode. Y'all know where to find this on the main site. Today we're gonna discuss a couple things like the fantasy football update. What we wanted to. Coach Fa running a little late, so we might delay that discussion. But also, we wanted to chop it up a bit. You know, we haven't in a couple weeks because of hiatuses and talking about other discussions. But you know, give y'all our opinion on the current status, I guess you can say, of the MCU world from Miss Marvel to the present. You know, covering like the Miss Marvel series, She-Hulk, Love and Thunder, maybe one or two other excuse me subjects that I'm forgetting. And yeah, you know, discuss some things involving the culture and whatnot, and do the paranormal clips, and then we're gonna get up out of here like we always do. But yeah, start a discussion. Yeah, we discussed a few weeks earlier Miss Marvel. We all enjoyed it. I like the diversity, the incorporations. I'm excited about the new Miss Marvel's film, if I'm not mistaken, is coming out. Can't remember if it was a film or a series. Is it a film? Okay, okay. And yeah, I also like the fact that a lot of people from Jersey said it really captured that vibe of the area. You know what I mean? So, you know, shout out to the filmmaker for catching the real essence of New Jersey. Because oftentimes when it comes to filming, you know, just certain areas like that, I don't want to say urban because it kind of cheapens it, but you know, areas where we from, you know what I mean? It kind of shows a watered down or plastic version of it. You know what I mean? And I like that that folks that are from there actually said that, yo, that's real. So yeah. What's your take on it, bro?
I enjoy. I enjoy Miss Marvel. I like where they're going with that. Hopefully, they'll put those bands together between her bands and the one from Quan Chi.
Mm.
I just want
Mm.
to see them put it together. I do think Marvel is making a mis. I don't want to say it's a mistake, but it's blatant that they're doing a lot of women inclusion and diversity inclusion right now, and I just don't see the clear path where they're going. But it's a lot of bright and a lot of poppy jumping, a lot of happiness right now, and I think all of that is going to fall off the cliff, and they're going to get back to some real storylines.
Yeah, yeah. I guess yeah to usher in like the secret wars and secret invasion and all that. Yeah, it seemed like it's gonna get dark. You
Yeah,
know.
and usher in the next two phases. I think they're gonna have to make a turn and stop killing the villains. Somebody's gonna have to live a few movies.
I don't know, right? I thought
Somebody's
that was the
gonna have to
Punisher's
live.
job.
You know, like sometimes, like you look at this and you sometimes you think, well, maybe Batman was on to something. Maybe
Yeah.
we should be more into reform instead of just killing them. They're gonna come out and give us better stories. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's a good yeah. And that in that aspect, it has me like questioning, where things are going too. But still has me excited because yeah, my memory is terrible. So from what little comic book knowledge I do have, yeah. Oftentimes discussing it with y'all cats, it kind of refreshes my memory or it gives me new knowledge altogether. So
Mhm. I don't know everything either, and I'm just trying to accept the MCU as its own universe, but they're kind of shooting that in his foot, calling it the main Marvel universe. Like, why did you do that? You didn't have to do that.
yeah,
You didn't have to call the MCU the main Marvel universe. You could have called the MCU universe 100996. For whatever reason, it's just so. But now it's so muddled to okay. So this is the main Marvel universe. Why we ain't seeing Uncle Ben? Why this? You know, where the X-Men at? You bringing them in after the fact, and what we supposed to just believe now that they've been here the whole time,
yeah,
or what? You gonna break the fourth wall and bring Wolverine with Deadpool from maybe Deadpool kills the Fox universe and then he jumps over. Maybe he makes a deal with Death in the MCU, who he could come over and that be his girlfriend. But for
yeah,
what? He already killed Thanos,
yeah,
so that's worthless.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm interested where it goes too because yeah, I was wondering if they were going to incorporate death into any of the Deadpool series. Being
right.
that one I became aware. I think it was last year or the year before when I became aware of Deathpool. So I was just
Hmm.
curious about the origin story of that character, and yeah, yeah, I'm interested how they're going to incorporate the X-Men, but I'm also excited to see what they're going to do with Wolverine and Deadpool because in the cartoons and the comics I've seen, their exchange is hilarious to me.
Hmm.
Because Deadpool can't take nothing serious, and Wolverine is just a perfect straight man. You know what I mean?
Right. They
I
got a
did.
lot going. They got a lot going, and I just, like I said, they're blatant with the inclusion. I just wish they would have spiced that inclusion up and threw us some more. Um, I guess some more TV shows. Some different TV shows. There's two characters I want to see them bring into the fold, but I guess I'm jumping the gun. I don't know their plans, but I want to see the Century and Blue Marble.
Mm. Yes, I've been screaming Blue Marvel for the longest. Ultimately, because for years I've been trying to get casted as one of these heroes. I mean, probably as early as 2010, I was talking about wanting to be cast as Black Panther, and then that started rolling, and they chose the late great Chadwick Boseman, which he was very deserving of that role. So then they started talking of a campaign of possibly having a black Superman. So I said, So I started a whole picture campaign on Twitter. I'm tagging the Warner Brothers, DC, all that. Fast forward a couple months later, they're talking about casting possibly Michael B. Jordan. I'm like, yo, just forget me, huh? so yeah, so you know,
Right here, they were talking about Denzel Washington. Also, I heard a rumor because
yeah. So yeah, see,
if
because
they
yeah, I've
do a
heard.
movie, they're gonna be doing like two ends of the story. You know what I mean? Of Blue Marvel. You know what I mean? One when he was younger as Blue Marvel in the '60s, and then one where he's now turned over.
That would be a perfect casting for him and his son,
Hmm.
him and John David.
Hmm. Just saying.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd like to see them figure those two characters out. They got Daredevil coming for whatever reason.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. And I guess from what I'm understanding, I guess he's an integral part of the She-Hulk story as well.
no, he's not.
He's not okay.
He's not.
All right.
She Hulk was a bust. She Hulk was
Mm,
very enjoyable, but they did not take advantage of what they should have taken advantage of. And there were things that were leaked from there that we didn't even see in the show. So that was disappointing.
mm,
She Hulk could have been super extra dope. Super that it could have they could have just added like 5 minutes of action to every episode.
yeah.
Just of her She Hulk and breaking some shit. But I guess that's just me being a chauvinistic man. I want to see some common stuff. You know what I mean? But like, I think it just would have worked with an extra 5 minutes of her, she hulking on some girl power shit. You know,
Yeah,
like I wanted to see that. You know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not too familiar with the comic books, but from what I'm hearing from a lot of the podcasts I watch and a lot of the fan reactions and reviews I've read, they're saying, I guess, for the fans of like the first generation of Adult Swim on Cartoon Network, they say, I guess that She-Hulk was a lot like Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I guess they're trying to lean into that, but I'm with you too. I would appreciate a little more action because I mean, She-Hulk
I'm
smash. You know what I mean?
I'm not mad at it being like a comedy after all. Um, I'm not mad at it. Like I do think it was a mistake making Jennifer Walters unattractive, kind of.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
right.
Making her short, curly hair, just not the average, but you know what I mean? Like for girl power and the story that they were telling, that character works better. You know what I mean? I just also wanted the 5 minutes of extra her hulking out per episode. So down the road, when she's cameoed in movies and she's added to these teams coming up, she's taken seriously. Like, nah, remember episode 3 when she stopped the train you know what I mean, for no apparent reason. Like, yo,
Yeah.
she's capable here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when she helped Wong take care of the demons, who were little demon babies that escaped the dimension,
Right. You know what I mean? We got that to hold on to, but that ain't,
and appreciate the twerk action.
absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. I wanted to see more of the outfits.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I guess I'm guessing it's coming. You know what I mean? It seems like they're about to do a big reveal of her costume next episode or two. Now I think they only have a few episodes left. It's only what,
I
like,
think they're done. That was episode 6. They're done.
I thought they had like 8 episodes for this one.
I hope so. I
Yeah,
hope so. If I hope it's 8 because they were only half hours. I don't know. That's why I said
yeah,
the market was over. Because
yeah,
yeah, that shit is shot. We don't even know what's popping with Hulk. He just out, disappeared. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And y'all just missing all the marks. You know what I'm saying? Well, William Hurt dead, so by law, you know what I mean. You can't do Red Hulk now because if Chadwick Boseman is gone and you're gonna dub Black Panther, you're gonna dub T'Challa the whole character. You're not gonna replace the character. Then William Hurt, you can't replace. What's his face? That was chasing the Hulk. So now you can't
yeah,
have Red Hulk.
yeah.
I mean, you can
The
have Red
point.
Hulk. You could bring in his daughter. They're supposed to be bringing the leader in. You know.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard. Yeah, but yeah, from what I've heard, there talks about possibly being Easter eggs in the last couple episodes of the She-Hulk,
Yeah.
of them being the leader behind those little bands of crooks trying to get her DNA and whatnot.
Yeah. All right. I'm still looking for Frogman and that. I hope there's some more episodes.
All right, but yeah, yeah, and yeah, like you were saying too. At first, I was with it, but after just thinking about it and talking with you guys early on, I'm like, yeah, I think they really do need to recast T'Challa because yeah, in the comic books, yeah, even though there are a lot of Black Panthers, it seems like a lot of the story of the Black Panther is centered around his character or his generation. So yeah,
I just think it's all right, man. You could keep the story going and keep the man's memory intact.
absolutely. Absolutely. And plus, yeah, I'm in agreement that we need more black male heroes. We got more than enough representation in the villain department.
I mean, I think some of the damn some of the leaks, you know what I mean, are hurting against them because sheesh, I would love to see Mahershala Ali be T'Challa right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I just take that like whoa, bang. No disrespect to Chadwick, but yo,
Nah. Yeah.
bring number two in there.
Yeah.
Like keep it to true Hollywood, keep it professional.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they can cast me as Blade, I'm
No,
saying.
there you go. I'm just saying.
I'm an
I
actor for hire.
open up as one door closes, two doors open.
Exactly.
Boom.
But yeah, yeah. Yeah, I want to see more stories about T'Challa, and I want to see Blue Marvel. I hope they do a good job with Blade.
I just hope um, Mexican Namor, Dragon Mexican Namor works. I'm pulling for Namor because I
Yeah.
rock with Namor. I just wonder if they're gonna fold Namor as being a mutant.
Hmm. Good question. There are talks of possibly that being the case.
This
Being
is
that.
this is where I'm curious as far as like that would make Namor dope to me. Like it's you know I I think they're gonna put like three stories together where it's an issue with vibranium
Hmm.
and there's a power struggle over vibranium and he gonna wind up water bending Wakanda.
Basically. Jeez.
Ah man,
Hurricane season.
yeah. What's gonna be the outcome from that? That's gonna definitely lead up into the Ironheart show
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Quantumanium.
Yeah, they got a lot of great shows lined up. I'm excited. As we were talking in the text thread earlier this week, I'm in agreement. I'm not quite sure where Love and Thunder fits in. I guess I gotta wait to see some more shows and movies. I mean, even though it was entertaining, I'm still trying to see where it quite fits in this whole storyline
It
of
doesn't.
the
It
six one
doesn't.
six.
It was. I'm sorry to sound I said before. I'm sorry to sound like a chauvinistic pig, but it was all catering for women. What's the best women candy superhero? Thor. Put him in a movie right now. Jane
Yeah,
Foster coming up. You know what I'm saying? We still have Valkyrie as king. So they're being social and pushing the characters that align with but it works because right now those characters are popping. So
yeah. I don't like how they killed Jane off, and then I'm like, I don't know.
no, I mean honest. I mean alive. I'm trying to hear a lot of negative reviews for Love and Thunder, but I like Love and Thunder. It's not bad. Like you said, it just doesn't fit in there. It's just a throw in. It could fit anywhere. You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah,
better story to fit anywhere than what they did with Black Widow. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, yeah.
Like Black Widow shows that although the Infinity Saga was really, really good, it was not well thought out because they shouldn't have killed her.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that one too. Yeah, yeah, but
But
yeah,
due to contracts, you can't just have these people on playing these roles forever, which is why I honestly think Hercules is going to pummel Thor to death. Things are going to start
but
getting dark.
yeah. Yeah, I was discussing it with my wife as we're watching, and the way Thor just handled him. I was like, whoa, whoa. And I know the MCU and the comic book world is different, but it was just like, well, from the stories I heard of Zeus battling the Hulk, like he was basically treating the Hulk like an angry toddler. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know if Thor can make that much light work of him like they did in the film. You know what I mean?
you know, but you got to look at who they use. It's Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
It's Russell Crowe. He's that talented to come in funny, and then
Oh
at
yeah.
the end of all of this, he's gonna be a blaring, screaming demon.
As I was going to say, you see, he was kind of jolly and chubby, almost like Santa Claus this time. Next time, he might come back. This time, just ripped and just, you know what I mean?
You know,
So yeah, yeah, it's going to
and,
be,
they're expanding. I guess that's where Love and Thunder fit. They're expanding that the God pantheon.
yeah,
They took you to. They showed you that room where Jane was, right, and where Gore was unlocking eternity. You know, they showed you though the living tribunal statue. They showed you um, the Watcher statue. They showed you all of those cosmic beings, letting you know, adding on to what I mean, the Eternals.
yeah. And I guess that would also go in line with about within the last year or two, there was rumors of them bringing the West African Orishas into the MCU. So I
Right.
guess that
So
might be,
you got the pantheon of the godheads that they showed you, God City or whatever they called it, then just relating that to what was happening in Moon Knight,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
relating
almost forgot about Moon Knight.
what's happening in Moon Knight, what's about to be happening with Black Panther 2, because you already have
We have Bast, yes, the
Bast,
goddess.
and they're gonna bring in his female companion because
Um,
Bast and I forgot her name, and they're both supposed to be part of Conchu's crew.
okay. And I was going to say, didn't she also have a sister who was responsible for some villain
Yeah,
in the U.S.?
yeah, and that's why I think what I mean. The stuff in Moon Knight, I hope they do season 2 to where everything in the museum is actually a cover up. It's
Okay.
not really the truth. The gods that they were showing, those aren't. That's the cover up. You know what I'm saying? Because Conchu was
Mm,
in that group,
right.
as he did some. He Conchu. He did what he wanted to. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So those godheads, how they're gonna relate to, and I also think Namor's gonna be an avatar. That's why he got the dragon head, and now he's Mexican.
yep. We're going to
So
bring the Aztec gods into it. Yep.
Black Panther's avatar, Bast. They're gonna wind up giving it to Shuri, possibly, potentially, and she'll be the avatar of the companion to Bast.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, now they're putting those together. But how is putting those godheads together going up against Kang? Amaran. I mean, the dude, the Egyptian dude, where he way back. Did he get that much power that he became a god?
Mm,
And now that's who you're gonna need to fight him in the future.
yeah.
coming down the line? Is that what Kang is preparing for? Why he's going to go back and become I'm a Ron?
Yeah, I forgot his name too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a potential if they it's a story to tell. I think it's some some talented writers who put the whole story together. But you gotta incorporate your whole studio to Cougar, and everybody is all writing to the same goal.
Yeah. And y'all need to go on and let Method Man be Bishop.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can't be a commie about it. You can't be
Yeah.
like you got to do this with this character. You know what I mean? Like, well,
Yeah.
I just lightly suggest we need this character to come out of this looking a certain way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
Real
I'm
talk.
saying? Being a godhead, what's going to happen with Strange with the third eye going off with Clea? Is he gonna get married to Clea? You know what I mean? Because he could come back in Doctor Strange 3 already married to Clea, or he already divorced to Clea, already done. You know what I mean? He could just come back
Hmm.
as I'm really Sorcerer Supreme now.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go get down to some gang signs throwing.
Angry sign language. Be like, yeah, some deaf people be
You
like,
know,
damn, he is serious.
Supreme goatees. Let's find Mordo in this universe.
Yeah, yeah. Is he going to fight Wong, or is Wong just like like substitute teacher till he show back up? Or
Yeah, Wong is substitute teacher. Wong is cool.
even though
He's
yes, and I enjoy him on She-Hulk too.
yeah, yeah. Not mad at Wong. Wong is Wong. Wong is necessary.
Yeah, word.
Wong is the strange character that extends that, for lack of better words, that logic, that mystic logic without Benedict Cumberbatch having to be everywhere. See now, like he could be off in the dark dimension, but still the mystic is still out there because Wong is still Sorcerer Supreme.
Yep.
I'm still in these streets, dude. You in the dark dimension? What you doing?
But he seemed like he wears it better. Wong be chilling.
Yeah, chilling, practicing my art.
Hmm. Making it look easy.
Mm.
But yeah, y'all, that's what we got. What else? Missing any?
I want to see what they do with Secret Invasion. That should be really cool.
Oh yeah, me too.
I
Me
want to
too.
know who is a scroll and how long they've been a scroll.
Hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I've been interested to see ever since Agents of Shield ended and they decided to make it canon. I've been interested to see where they're going with them. You know what I mean? It's like because after season one, they showed they clearly dropped the ball on the series on ABC. Um, so
I still enjoyed it.
I mean, yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Me too. I watched all the way to the ending.
I still enjoyed it, and I think that they shouldn't even make the whole thing canon. They really should pick and choose, but let the fans know what's pick and choose as canon. Just go ahead, admit your failure, and say, "All right, this is canon and this is not." I'm sorry, guys, but listen, Crusher Creel is canon. Uh, Gravitron is not.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that Graviton character. I was like,
Oh man, what are y'all doing to me right now?
yeah, really. I was like, it's like this. You sure this show ain't on USA right now?
This is what
On
y'all brought
TNT?
back. This is what y'all brought back closer for.
Yo, yo. Yeah, man, they dropped that whole ball on that, man. I thought, because at first I thought, oh, they bringing aim into this, and then it was like, wah, 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 wah.
But then, I mean, One of the best thing was Robbie Rodriguez with Ghost Rider.
Yes, yes,
That was dope.
yes,
I like
yes.
what they did with that because he could open up with the chain. He can open up a ring joint.
Yeah, I was hoping that they bring back his iteration of the Ghost Rider.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm tired of hearing about Johnny.
Yeah, and yeah, after
Go
we
with
now we
Robbie
know, kind of
and
like the
his
black.
joint.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's go with Robbie and the Mystic joint. You
Yeah,
feel me?
man. Yeah, it seemed like yeah he has more of a interesting story as well, even though it's more tragic as well.
Yeah, with his brother getting shot up, and yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, man. I would love to see that.
yeah. Agents of Shields is a watch, man. I haven't watched it in a while.
Yeah, check it out, fans. If y'all, you know what I mean. If you love Marvel, I mean, we critiqued it, but we loved it. You know what I mean. So if you want to watch it, check it out. It's a great series to watch all the way from season one on to what
Yeah.
season 8, if I'm
And no
not
matter
mistaken.
what people say, Inhumans ain't that bad.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. You know what I
It was
mean.
way better on Shield than on that show, than the Inhuman show. That show makes me so upset.
If anything, to me, it seemed like they should have had a bigger budget so they could do more. It's like the
Shouldn't even done it.
yeah, it was yeah. And that was another question I was wondering too. How are they going to bring back the agents with scrapping if they're going to continue on with the whole scrapping of the Inhuman project?
No, yeah, like in the whole Inhuman, they could have just wrapped that thing up in like an hour, like mini, like 2 hour miniseries, or
Yeah,
they should have just waited and let whoever's doing these Disney joints do
yeah, yeah. And I'm wondering. It's like didn't Disney own ABC? I guess they weren't in charge of that project though.
it. Yeah, ABC wasn't. Who knows? That
Yeah,
was that was probably the reason why we're getting Hawkeye and these shows the way that they are because ABC, they shot and they shot a brick on the top of the damn blackboard. Disney said, "Nah, so give me that back."
yeah,
Nah,
for real. Yeah,
wow,
you good?
wow,
You
you wow,
good?
sir, you
Yeah, y'all
wow,
good. Hit the showers. Hit the showers.
wow. Hand out some Gatorade. You wow.
No, matter of fact, give me my Gatorade. Get that motherfucker some tap water. You don't come over here with that.
Oh man, look, they had maybe three aspects of it that was maybe savable, man. My man. I was feeling let me not chop his name up. The thinker dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot my guy's name. Oh, I always forget him. I love him as an actor too, and I always forget his name. Karnak, isn't it? No.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. They tried to save face, but I think they brought back the wrong person bringing back Black Bolt. But who else you gonna bring back with Black Bolt? But it would have been ill if it was Maximus in that alternate. I just be wanting too much. I just be wanting
And
too much.
I'm
People
hoping
not
they
gonna
give.
know who the fuck is this guy? Who's Maximus? Who is this?
And even though they scrapped the project, I still hope they bring back the dog from Miss Marvel because that psychic dog is dope.
Yeah, yeah. All the animals in Marvel are freaking dope.
True, this is true.
And like that was another part that was savable. Lockjaw. I fucks with Lockjaw.
Yeah, yeah,
Fucks with Lockjaw, and it was like that's what they fucked up on because they spent they spent their nut on Lockjaw on Black Bolt the 1 2 times they showed what Black Bolt could do. You know what I'm saying? Too bad they fucking cut Medusa's hair. Trash. Why would,
yeah. I didn't get that part either.
why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like Maxim, that's what's but I guess that made Maximus capable, but her hair would never fall. I don't know. I guess because it happened in the comics, but that's what made them trash in the comics now. Anyway, whoever was writing.
Yeah, they they
I
dropped the
like I
ball.
like the Inhumans, man, because they that whole blue section of the moon, man, they just writing them all freaking wrong. I should have been a comic writer and saved the Inhumans. That should have been my contribution to society. But
Yeah, it was worse than the Runaways.
I didn't even watch the Runaways.
Oh my God,
I didn't
yeah.
even watch the Runaways. What else I did watch like that? Legion. I was supposed to watch Legion, but I couldn't.
Legion, I gave it a shot, but yo, and I like those type of abstract shows. It felt like every episode I watched felt like I was on drugs afterwards. It was just like
Yeah, nah, it
Jesus.
took me like 8 months to watch the first season, and then I got halfway through the second season. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm about 4 episodes in the second season. It's like,
ooh,
all right, I'm all right. And
I'm
then
like,
what was that
Professor X
other?
gonna show up or no? Is Professor X gonna show up or
Yeah,
insinuating his dad? Like,
he's one of them shows like James. You looking on his wheelchair, James, James, stop that, stop it
stop,
right now,
stop.
stop it.
That's why I like Doctor Strange too so much. I like Multiverse of Madness. That was
Yeah,
any. I think that's why I like Thor because Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness showed us what they could go to and where I think they're gonna go to as far as shit being dark. Cause yeah, shit was
yeah,
wow. This shit was wild. Like, dude, yeah, it was stuff I didn't think they was gonna show that they showed in that, and that just tells you how numb we are as a society. Cause like, if they would have showed you that in '89 to like '94, that would have been a problem.
yeah, yeah, man.
Every kidnapping would have been blamed on Multiverse of Madness. Every shooting would have been blamed on Multiverse because of Wanda.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it's a different time, man. People are just numb, man. She ripped Professor X's psychic head from his jaw.
yeah, man. Yeah, and I like, because what some people might not see, for those who aren't film heads, Sam Raimi directed this. Sam Raimi also did, of course, the Spider Mans in the early 2000s with Tobey Maguire, but he also is the dude who made my favorite horror comedy series, The Evil Dead
Hmm.
2 and Army of Darkness. So for some people's take on the Multiverse of Madness is it's actually a horror film, and she is
Absolutely.
the killer.
Absolutely. It's absolutely a horror. It's terrifying. If you think about what
Yes,
she could do and
absolutely.
what she was doing,
Yes.
yeah, no, that's terrifying. She was casting herself into alternate versions of herself to go do her bidding.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
Such Terminator 2 ain't got nothing on her.
yeah, uh,
Yeah, man. But yeah, I hope this is a thorough ass MCU conversation for y'all. We getting in depth with it, but unless you got anything else to cover, that's all I got, bro. I'll be forgetting shit though.
uh, I could probably think of something else. Uh, I want to know where Hulk is. What they're gonna do with Sakaar,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
come back with Sakaar's son and all of that. Because you know,
Are they and what are they going to do with this character? Are they gearing up for him to be World War Hulk, or what's
for
going
what?
on?
Because Korg and Meek are already on Earth in New Asgard.
Okay, well,
They
true,
they,
true.
they down with Thor. They already
Yeah.
chopped that damn story up. So,
Hmm.
like, what's his Warbound gonna be?
Yeah. 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 Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, but as I said, I'm learning more, every day about comic books, stories in the past, and I'm interested. What are they going to take from the comic books, and what are they going to add that is their own, and is it going to work, or are we going to be here a few months later talking smack about that too, or you
No,
know,
definitely talking smack because it don't make no damn sense that they called it the main Marvel universe. Because ain't nobody ever had to forget who Peter Parker was in the main Marvel universe. Like it just come on, man. Y'all are changing too much for it to be the main Marvel universe. Just say it's something else. It's okay.
yeah. Yeah, and then, yeah, if y'all going to lean into the multiverse thing, lean all the way into it.
Lean all the way in. We the last verse.
Yeah.
The last verse. Kang about to change everything on paper and on wax through this last verse.
Yeah, I got a feeling that Kang about to make us to have on some Thanos who.
Mm, I guess everybody's just realizing Thanos was right to a certain extent. He was only right. That right was only going to be right for about 5,000 years, because then population, natural selection would just put them back in this predicament that they were
Yeah,
again in 5,000 years.
yeah,
So at least the man got to see the sunset and retire, eating wild wild mango apricots.
yeah. So, I was gonna say like, yeah, he got his head lumped off while he was eating scrambled eggs.
You know what I'm saying? He had the dialysis on.
Yeah,
What
sitting there
y'all
like,
want, man? I'm retired, man.
like, come on, man, I got on my Crocs. Come on, man,
That's
quick
like
here.
that's this is really dope movie. Yeah, it's with Dennis Quaid, where he's like on the radio and he goes back in time to save his dad, and his
Hmm.
dad was a firefighter.
Hmm.
And winds up finding that out that it's this cop that killed him, and then he
Wow.
runs down on the cop current day, and the cop is old and retired. Like, the fuck you want, man? Bitch, that was years ago. What the fuck you want?
Like, fuck, you still catching these hands, old man. Get
Bruh,
ready.
still touching these hands. Nah, no, what happened was he caught up and he figured it out. So he, over the radio, he told his dad what to do. And his dad gave the old man hands. His dad wound up giving the old man hands back in the day.
Good. That kind of sounds similar to it was a movie David Oyelowo and I forgot baby girl's name, but they made a couple years back where he saved his niece, who basically her and the whole family was murdered, and somehow he connected with her through the cell phone to save her and the family
Mm,
back in time. It was, yeah, I forgot the name. It
mhm.
sounds a lot similar to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, that's all we got for the MCU talks for this week. I'm gonna go to a little commercial break, then I'm gonna come back with the paranormal clip of the week, and then we're gonna discuss some other topics. Stay tuned, y'all.
From the makers of kickin' jeans and high waisters comes the most sexiest collars you ever saw on a button down shirt in your life. The eleganza. That's right, it's sexy. It's a sexy collar. 'Cause after you done in your rumble, you got a good for the chicks. That's right. This is one of those wonderfully inappropriate commercials, baby. Come get you your sexy collar. Come get it now. Come get it now, baby. Only $299.99.
Yes, they go perfectly with your high waisted jeans, y'all. And here it is, paranormal clip of the week. Get ready, good people.
Three videos capturing on camera three astonishing moments. They've got the experts talking. Now see for yourself some of the most unsettling images on the web. The Raffles Hotel in Singapore. 4 security cameras survey the area around the elevator. In the bottom right, for a second, a light appears.
Yeah, y'all. That's the clip of the week. I just wanted to show y'all just like an example of the BS that be out here, like, and to show you that you can't trust every source. You know what I mean? It's funny because as I'm doing my research, I come across so many of these videos and so many people that want to believe. It's just ridiculous. I'm one of those people, if you don't know me, I'm a paranormal dude, but I come from the more skeptical side of things. I'm going to try to find a scientific or realistic explanation before I jump out the window and say it's paranormal. Now, unfortunately, in this world, you can hear a random noise off to the side of me and somebody think it's a ghost, even though it could be something just falling in the corner. So people, you know what I mean? And people, some people just want everything to be supernatural, and it's like, well, 9 times out of 10 it's probably explainable. It's that it's that 1 out of 10 time that really has you like wondering. And to me, that's what makes the whole study of paranormal science so intriguing because, most of the time, if you're an intelligent person, you'll deduce, you'll figure out what the actual cause of these disturbances might be. And then there's that one time where you're like, all right, I'm baffled. I got nothing. And that's why I love going to Gettysburg, because Gettysburg is full of that. But you got anything you want to add to that, MG?
I don't. I don't see the value in people making. I don't know. I guess they find, they just, they have their own belief and they want to psych themselves out. So,
Yeah, yeah. I look at it from like some of them. I guess they're trying to scare youth into whatever local cultural lore that they have. Some old scared straight type mess. And then I look at others like, are y'all like, being that I come from the broadcast world, I'm like, are y'all potential like up and coming filmmakers and y'all trying to get a gig? Is this what's going on? I
Blair
see a
Witch
lot of.
in here.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yes. And them, and though, yeah, I guess you could say them people right there kind of set the paranormal world up for failure because they got a lot of people on there trying to get on, through that way, and it's like it's funny, but it then becomes annoying because then they try to pass it off as real ghosts, and it's like, come on, man.
No.
Yeah. That's the paranormal world, y'all. And also too, I try to stick with the ghosts and all that. Like I know there's people that believe in the cryptids and aliens and all that, and I lean on the side of like y'all know Neil deGrasse Tyson. He simply said this: if they exist, why isn't there a picture? We upload close to 1 billion pictures a day on social media, but yet no one can get a clear one of an alien. Now, I'm not saying in the same breath, I'm not fool enough to believe that we are the only beings that exist in this entire vast universe. But the claims that people are making they're not showing enough evidence for me to believe them.
Hmm. I want to see some aliens, but I don't need to. I don't need proof to believe. I guess
Yeah. Yeah, because once again, common sense would tell you, like,
diversity can tell me.
yeah.
We ain't the only ones that look this way on this planet.
And just think of how much life exists on this planet alone.
Uh, I keep saying, underwater is space, and that's 75% of this rock
Yeah.
globe.
You know, as a kid, I used to question my science teachers because we used to always talk about, space travel and space adventures and UFOs and aliens. But my question would, they used to always talk about how we don't know all of Earth and all that exists here. And my whole thing would be like, well, why are we going into outer space if we don't even know all about us? But that was just a question I had as a kid.
Hmm.
Yeah, nerd stuff, yo, blurred stuff. But
Mm.
that's what y'all here for, the blurdification.
Blerdification. That's like moon. What is that? It's the what was that movie with Holly Berry? The moon. Did you see that one?
Um, nah, it doesn't
Oh,
ring a bell.
quick sidebar. That Dennis Quaid movie was Frequency. The name of
Okay,
the movie
okay,
was Frequency.
okay. Yeah, I've heard of that film. Yeah, yeah, the Halle Berry film. It doesn't ring a bell at all.
Moonfall.
Okay,
Catch that movie.
okay.
That's a dope. That's a really really dope movie. I enjoyed it. I don't think it got great reviews, but I think the idea that they're trying to come across is phenomenal.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I'll check it out. Yeah.
What is it on? It's on HBO.
Okay. Word. I got HBO Max too. Yeah, I'll definitely
Yeah,
check it out.
check that one out. That one's pretty. It's
Bet.
kind of like this conversation.
Cool. I'm gonna definitely dive into that then. And that's all we got for the paranormal clip this week, y'all. Take a quick break. Come back with a quick hip hop discussion. Stay tuned.
Boomer shaka laka laka. Boomer boomer shaka laka laka. Ladies and gentlemen, from the makers of colonial jollof rice comes African dance classes. We're gonna show you how to Yoruba on down.
That commercial gets me every time, especially Shorty with the look like, yo. But yeah, all right. We only got a few minutes left in the show, but I want to make sure to tackle this. There's a certain whack DJ. I don't even want to say the dude's name that's out here. That basically is calling pioneers of the culture dusty and broke and going off of this whole tangent, basically trying to determine a person's value off of their bank account. And LL Cool J, he responded to him eloquently, but as I said in the text, I would have simply my response is simply like in the words of the late great Sean Price, shut the fuck up.
Mm.
But that's just me. What's your take on it, MG?
Um, my take on it is that's the exact problem. The culture right now is these youngins don't have any respect, and it's sad because doing what it takes to give them that respect is looked at as abuse. It was a
Yeah.
time where it's people like him who grew up in neighborhoods where they didn't have to help Miss Johnson. They wasn't even outside.
Yeah.
They wasn't even outside to where they didn't see Miss Johnson walking with her groceries to help her up the block. To have big homies telling you to have the community, to having the village growing you. They were raised by the TV set, and that's the problem is that they're paid for an opinion now.
Yeah. And I'm getting real tired of these so-called people who are ambassadors and spokespeople for the culture who don't know shit about the history.
Yeah, nah, they never engaged in the four aspects of the culture. So how can you ambassador something when you don't even know how to lay a spray paint?
Yeah, for real.
You don't even understand why spray painting is part of it.
Exactly. You probably can't even break down the four elements,
You know what I mean?
the main four elements, let alone the other, fringe elements of the culture. Probably don't even know when the first generation began. And a lot of these cats can't speak past rap music past the mid '90s. You know what I mean? Early 2000s.
They look at graffiti and shit as pretty pictures and not statements being made to represent your clan.
Exactly. Your
You understand?
territory, your families, your crew. Yeah.
Your crew, your DJ, your MC. You know what I mean? And it's lost, and it's our fault because we're not pushing the agenda that this culture needs to be taught. We're letting them. All right, go ahead, do what you want to do. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
There's too many of them, so you might as well go ahead and let them shoot themselves. 'Cause that's what they want to do. They don't even want to fight to gain a friend.
Yeah.
They can't even fathom that concept right now. You just associated with people because they run their mouth, not because of some merit that they showed you.
Word. Yeah, and
Right.
integrity is a rare word this day and age.
The friends I actually have now are people that I might have had a conflict with when I first met them, and through them showing me their integrity now, I appreciate their friendship.
Indeed.
It ain't it ain't just it's always been yeah, we always just been man cool, yo.
Yeah, nah, yeah, I feel you on that. I mean, to me, that's where loyalty can go bad for a person.
Well, then, you ain't never been out with that person while you was working and they was fucked up.
Yeah,
Or you ain't never been out and they brought you out while they was working and you was fucked up.
yeah, yeah,
This is just your friend on Xbox.
yeah,
You only
yeah.
know him when y'all subscription is popping.
Well, yeah, you met him when everything was good. You know what I mean?
You
So
know?
y'all ain't struggle together. Y'all ain't go through it together. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. Yeah, as you said, on the flip side of that, I've had a few friends in the past that I've had to cut ties with because they showed a lack of integrity.
And I look into dude's statement and his whole statement wasn't even about money at the end of the day. It was about appearances. So my question to him is like, I hope you ready for that. I hope you were just doing that for clickbait to get streams to get some more money in your pocket to feed your family. I hope
Yeah,
that's
he
what that was
he
because
claims it
the
was
person,
alcohol.
the person that jumps into my mind is like KRS-One. You might
Hmm.
be KRS-One, a regular nigga on the street, but that's the God Chris. Like, don't you dare.
And what he did to PM Dawn.
You know what I'm saying? And I even think about someone current like Pitbull. Like that's just dude culture. He don't wear jewelry, but you gonna say that that man broke and dusty
Yeah.
because he don't look like what you think an artist should look like?
Immortal Technique don't wear it. You gonna tell that man to his face?
You gonna tell me if I see Rakim, I'm not sitting there trying to talk to that man for 40 hours straight? Like,
Really?
I,
Grandmaster Caz, you know what I mean? Come on,
I, well, we can come back to my crib, lay down. Like, like don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Like,
And then ultimately too, it's like you got the nerve to call yourself DJ and eat off this culture and disrespect the very cats who laid the shit down for you to do so.
hmm. Yeah, just you was DJ, but you out here running your mouth. That's not what DJ do. They work with their name.
In the 80s, they called him straight up a sucker DJ or a whack DJ.
You ain't the MC.
Exactly.
This is someone paid to do what you trying to do.
Yeah, man. And
You know?
you can blame it on all the alcohol. And I guess it worked because, in the Breakfast Club and all these other outlets, and hell, we even talking about it. You know what I mean? So I
Like I
guess it
said,
worked.
getting them streams to pay his family, feed the
Yeah.
family. Hopefully that's all that is. Because when he get pressed and Black Twitter started coming for him, but he used to that shit.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seems like he just made a career off of trolling anyway.
Yeah,
So,
that's his platform. So
yeah, and I try to stay away from cats like that, but then they say something like this, and it's just like, yo, come on, man.
the Batman clip says it all.
Yeah, yeah. If I was thinking, I would have queued that up and had that rolling. I'll have that for y'all next week. But yeah, that's all we got this week. Great discussion. It's been Mr. Lewis, MG the Great. Go to the website, candidcorner.com, thecandidcorner.com. Check out previous episodes. Go to the YouTube. Go to all the social media platforms. We out here. As I said, I'm Mr. Lewis.
This your boy MG the Great. Peace and love, y'all.
We out. The Candid Corner presents the Blerdification Station with your hosts, Coach Bob, Mr. Lewis, and MG the Great. Welcome.